Okay, good morning. We have a really lovely, beautiful, well-rounded flow this morning for us. And I've got a bit of a theme on the go with clients this week and just generally bodies. And that theme is reorganization. It is connecting with our body on the level of trusting that our body knows exactly how to reorganize. So today, all I want you to focus on, if anything, is sensation, the sensation that you notice in your body, knowing that the body knows exactly what to do to reorganize. So we're just going to take 3 breaths together just to kind of arrive. If you want to close your eyes down, you are more than welcome to. So just really feeling your feet on the ground. Maybe you want to have a little bit of movement of some description. Maybe you want to be still. Focusing in on your breath, exactly how it is, naturally. Feeling your in breath, feeling your out breath, feeling your rib cage expand as you breathe in, and allowing any tension to just melt out of your shoulders on your next exhale. If you want to connect your hands with your body, you can, but whatever feels most comfortable and safe for you today. We're going to take a breath in. I'm going to go in through the nose, out through the mouth with an elongated out breath. So if you want to breathe with me, I'm going in through the nose. I'm holding a little at the top and then all the way out through the mouth like you're blowing out a straw. 2 more of those. In, hold if it's available to you, all the way out through the mouth. 1 more in, hold at the top, and all the way out. Beautiful. You've got your hands connected to your body, just really noticing the pressure, the support, how it feels to have your hands against your body. Maybe it's warm, maybe it's cool. But just arriving, all of you here now. Nice. And if you've got your eyes closed, just blinking them open. We're going to start today's practice. It is morning where I am in the world. So I like to start my day with something called fascial coffee. It's a way to really connect with and open the energy channels of the body. So we're going to place our right hand in front of us. And with the left hand, we're going to sweep down from the shoulder, the inside of the arm, all the way to the fingertips. And then we're going to come back up on the outside of the arm to the outside of the shoulder. We're going to do all of these things 3 times. You can do this as fast or as slow as feels right. Sometimes if you want to be more energizing, you can do it faster. Sometimes it feels really good to be slow and just really focus on the pressure that you feel against your skin and how it feels as you glide over it. I'm going to do the same with the other one. So left hand comes out in front, right hand swipes down the inside of the arm to the fingertips, back up to the shoulder. And just making sure that you're breathing. Sometimes that we can get a little contracted and forget a little bit. All the way down to the fingertips, just noticing how it feels. Maybe different parts of your body are more tight, more open. Then we're going to put right hand to the sky. And we're going to, with the left hand, we're going to go from fingertips again, all the way down. I like to go to the hip bone. Maybe you notice as your arm is above you, how does your shoulder feel? Can we observe without judgment? Once you've done 3 of that, the left hand comes to the sky. Same again, fingertips to hip bone. Waking everything up, we're opening all the channels of the body. I like to really close my eyes with fascial coffee and focus on the sensation, but it's whatever feels right for you. Nice. Once we've done 3 of those, we're going to come with both hands with the palms, starting at the bottom of the hips. We're going to go all the way down the thighs, to the tips of the toes, and then back up the inside of the legs. I like to have a nice rounded back movement as I go up, and then we finish at the pelvis. We're going to do 2 more of those. Down the thighs to the toes even, not fingertips. Back the inside of the legs. Really connecting with these parts of your body. Making sure that you're breathing in whatever way feels most supportive. Once you've done that third one, we're going to start at the littlest 2 toes. And we're going to come up the sides of the legs. So sides of the calves and shins, sides of the thighs, and we end up in the back. I like to give the kidneys a little flick. So up the side. A little kidney flick if you'd like to join me. Beautiful. And now we're going to go all the way up to the backs. So starting at the heels, up the glutes. You can do the little kidney flick again if it feels good. Waking everything up, noticing where you feel sensation. Once you've gone for 3, we're going to do opening that digestion up. We start at the right hip, we go to left hip, we go up and round. So it's a circular rotation, starting at the right hip, going to the left. I actually like to do this 6 times just because it feels nice. So this is counter-rotated to digestion. So it's the other way. It's just a nice way to say good morning. Good morning, lovely organs. Beautiful. Once you've done 3 or 6 of those, we're going to start at the center of the chest and we're going to flick out to the shoulder. So we use the opposite hand. So left hand goes to right shoulder, right hand goes to left. 3 times each side. I like to use the palms of the hands and we're going to go backwards on the neck. 3 times. This can be quite a sensitive place in our body, but it's such a beautiful place to connect with. Then I use the kind of V of my hands to do the jaw, heading back towards those ears. Again, just checking in on your breath. And then we're going to go across the face, over the ears. So I connect the palms with under the eyes, the cheeks. Then I like to go with the pads over closed eyes to the back. From the forehead over the head, all the way to the back of the skull if you'd like. And then just forward on the neck with those palms. Kind of starts the lymph flowing a little bit. Beautiful. So just having a little check-in with yourself, feeling your feet on the ground. I start to with fascial coffee. I feel a little bit feeling the sensation, like everything kind of starting to flow. So today we're going to start with a cheeky hair pull. So the occiput, so basically the bottom of the skull here. It's a really powerful way to release, actually for a full body reset. Lots of the fascial lines actually cross in the back of the head here. So basically we're going to pull our hair. It's sometimes easy to have your hair down, but you can do it with your hair up too. So we're basically just going to, with both hands, grab the hair at the base of the skull. We're grabbing the hair close to the head and we're pulling it up. This can be quite strong in the body. Just know that it is normal. So once we've pulled up, we're going to pin it in place and we're going to keep it here. Now we're going to take 6 breaths and we're going to move around in whatever way feels good. So we're going to go in through the nose first, out through the mouth. And I want you to look down, look up, and I want you to just remember to move slowly. The fascia likes to move slowly. Third breath through the nose, out through the mouth. And then join me in through the mouth, out through the mouth. Whilst you're moving, make sure you get a nice downward movement. So chin to chest, which increases the stretch. And last breath through the mouth, out through the mouth. Whoa, cheeky. And release. I want you to have a little walk around. So for the purpose of me being on this on this screen, I'm going to go forward and backwards, but have a walk around. We really want that bilateral movement in between fascial maneuvers, bilateral each side. I just want you to check in with your body. How did that feel? That was pretty intense for me this morning. I actually felt a release in my hip and lower back. So one of the amazing things about fascia in general, we're working not necessarily on specific places in the body, although we are when we're doing something specific, but the fascia works in planes. So often you'll be releasing something in your head. We work in zones, zone 1, zone 2, zone 3. Something else in a completely different part of your body, maybe your foot will release. So again, just feeling your feet on the ground, noticing what's rising for you, if anything. Next, we're going to do a sinus relief. Relief, I said relief instead of release. Bit of both, I think. So this is a beautiful way if you feel congested in any way, if you feel like you can't get a full breath. So we're going to take our left hand, we're going to bring it to the right side of the bridge of the nose. And we're going to pull up towards the tip of the nose. With the right hand, we are going to connect the palm with our cheek, and we're going to push up towards the ear and pin in place. So we're basically pulling the skin apart. Once we're here, we're going to do exactly the same thing as we were doing before. We're going to move around, we're going to breathe 6 times, and I want you to go all directions, keeping it nice and slow. So breathing in through the nose, if it's available, out through the mouth. Find your flow. Where does your body want to go this morning? Look up, look down. It's 6 breaths all together. I'm headed towards the last one. With me or to your own rhythm. Nice. And release. So just taking some breaths through the nose. It's actually normal if you have sinus congestion for this to feel a bit dizzy. So just know if that's you, all is well. Beautiful. Maybe having a little shake out if it feels good. We're going to do exactly the same thing, but on the other side. So this time, right hand comes to the bridge of the left-hand side of the nose. Left hand, using the palm, connects with the cheek and it pushes up towards the ear. We pin this in place so we keep it locked. And then we have 6 breaths through the nose if it's available. And then we move around very slowly, listening to your beautiful body. So 6 breaths. This is me coming into the 4th. More. Or to your own rhythm. Beautiful. Release if you haven't already. I want you to go for a little walk. Get that bilateral movement in. Ooh, I feel a bit whooshy. So just checking in with your body. How does that part of your body feel? Do you notice it anywhere else? Weirdly, I notice a bit in my lower back has opened up. It's also very normal. My face tends to go quite red doing that. The blood raising to the surface. Nice. So next, we're going to do a vagus nerve reset. It's a beautiful way if you ever feel anxious, unsettled, worried. If you hold a lot of tension in your traps, this is beautiful for that as well. So we're going to take our left hand and we're going to connect it with the right trap. So you can be in the little cavey bit here. We want to be relatively close to the neck, or you can even be back up at the trap here. Basically, I want you to just have a little feel around and intuitively just pick a spot. You've got two options for pinning and locking, which is one of the main principles of fascial maneuvers. So you can either, I usually go palm up, you can either twist the skin once you find a place, thumbs up, and hold in place, or with this left hand you can push the skin down towards that right shoulder and pin. The important thing is that we hold this in place, so everything when we move and breathe has to move around it. With the right hand, we're going to gently bring it to the right jaw, and we're going to slowly move our head to the left. So we use counter rotation in fascial maneuvers to increase the pressure. And I want you to find a pressure point, so where you can feel it in that pinned hand. Maybe you go up and diagonal a little bit, maybe you go down. Once you've found your point, if it's available to you, we're going to come into a half squat. If not, stay here. And then we're going to breathe in through the nose first, out through the mouth, in through the nose, out through the mouth. You can bring that body a little bit round to the right if it feels good. Now in through the mouth, out through the mouth. Can you lean into tension? In through the mouth, out through the mouth. Listen to your body. Where does it want you to go? Beautiful. And release. Whoa. Go for a walk. Take some natural breaths. Feel your feet on the ground. That was really intense for me this morning. You'll often find that one side is more intense than the other. Just know that all is well on that front. I feel whooshy, a bit lightheaded. For these, we have vagus nerve activation points down the side of the neck. So this is a beautiful way to bring the body back into balance. It can be very somatically, so in our body, quite intense. So just know if you're there with me today, I see you. So we're going to do exactly the same thing, but on the other side. So this time the right hand comes to the left trap. You find your point. Is it close to the neck? Is it slightly further back on the trap? Is it in the little cave above the collarbone? Once you find it, you either push in, twist, pin in place, or you push down towards that left shoulder and you pin in place. I'm going to twist on this side because it feels better. If you ever lose grip, just repin and lock. Left hand comes gently to the left jaw, and then we move that head, counter rotation, to the right until we find a tension point. A lot of people find in this position that having the head slightly upwards diagonally finds that point, but listen to your body once you're there. If you can, come into the squat. If not, stay stood up, and then we breathe through the nose first, out through the mouth. Maybe you bring that body slightly to the left, but we keep that head to the right. Now in through the mouth. Beautiful. When you've reached your sixth breath, unwind. Oh, go for a walk. Go for a walk. Maybe you want to roll those shoulders out. Just taking a breath and notice if anything's different, knowing that we don't need to judge ourselves or our lovely body if it's not. I notice a lot of sensation. It's actually quite painful today, up and over my shoulders. I feel a little bit in my solar plexus, what we're getting to. Just want you to check in with your body and know that if it brings you sensations, it's very normal in fascial maneuvers for all sorts of weird and wonderful sensations to come up. Some can be great, some can be sometimes more difficult for people. We want to think about things neutrally, in that if our body is giving us sensation, the way that the body releases that is actually through the felt sensation. So as soon as it's felt, it moves through. Beautiful. So now we're going to do a solar plexus release. It's actually a diaphragm release. This is a beautiful way, again, anxiety, feeling unsettled. But if you ever feel like you can't take a full breath, sometimes the diaphragm gets stuck with not a full range of motion. So this is a really great way to just open up the rib cage. So I'm going to take both of our hands with our fingers, so the pads of our fingers, we're going to come to the central point in the body. So that middle bone at the middle of the rib cage is the xiphoid bone. We're going to come below it when it gets a bit squishy, and we're going to pull our hands apart. I actually use my ribs as like a bit of a grip. We pull the hands apart and we pin in place. I like to roll my shoulders down my back and lean back a little. This tends to increase the stretch. You can also kind of squeeze the glutes and hips forward a little bit. That increases things. We're going to breathe 3 in through the nose, 3 in through the mouth. I want you to move around, micro movements to each side if it feels good. So in through the nose first, out through the mouth, in through the nose, out through the mouth, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Now in through the mouth, out through the mouth. Where does your body want to go? Maybe you play with your center of gravity. In through the mouth, out through the mouth. One more breath. Beautiful. Now release, go for a little walk. Take some breaths, some natural breaths in whatever way feels most supportive. You'll often notice with this that actually the back of the rib cage opens up. And what we're basically doing with fascial maneuvers, we're moving pressure around the body. We are a pressurized system. But it's also really normal. I'm starting to feel more compression down in my pelvis. We're moving things around. So just know if you're like, oh, interesting, like I all of a sudden feel my knee or my foot or something that wasn't there before, please do not panic. And we just want to welcome that sensation. Nice. So as with every fascial maneuver in all of my classes, you're just leaning into anything that feels good. You'll notice that I'm like constantly moving around sometimes. So we just want to welcome whatever feels right for you. Next, we're going to do a pullover. This is really great if you ever need a little pep of energy. We're going to open up all of the side body and the lower back. This is one of my favorite ways to start the day, to just kind of get everything flowing. So we're going to take our right hand, we're going to bring it to the back of the left shoulder. So it's kind of like the meaty bit. So we're going to pull the skin up there and we're going to pin it in place. So I like to bring my elbow close to the body just because it's comfier. So we have this pin here. So right hand is pinned on the left shoulder. Left hand is going to come to the opposite rib cage, the right rib cage, and we're going to pull that skin around to the front, and we're going to pin in place too. Once we're here, so we're basically giving ourselves a hug, we're going to bring our head very slowly to the left-hand side, and we're going to shrug this left shoulder, and we're basically going to pull over, so it's a rounded movement, keeping the head to the left, and we're going to send this left shoulder basically down towards the right knee. Slowly over some breath. So left shoulder raises and then we pull over. So body's coming to the right, head staying to the left. We pull over to the right knee. It is completely up to you whether you bend into the legs or keep them straight, making sure that you're breathing through the nose, or whatever feels most supportive. Keeping that head to the left, now through the mouth. And like me, maybe you play around. Maybe you straighten those legs. See how that feels. Can you lean into any specific tension lines here? Maybe you bend into them. You find a point that feels right for you. Nice. Once you're at the sixth breath, coming all the way up, unwinding, going for a walk. Whew. I personally am feeling a little bit dizzy, which is normal with this one. I want you to notice your left side of the body compared to your right. Does it feel any different? If it doesn't, all is well. If it does, for me, I feel like this side is like more lifted. I can definitely feel more in my lower back. Taking some breaths, shaking it out if you want to. Or being more still if it feels right. Maybe you move that neck around. Ooh, good crack. Yes. So we're going to do exactly the same thing but on the other side. So this time, left hand comes to the back of the right shoulder. We pull up on that skin. We pin it in place. Right hand comes to the left rib cage. We pull that skin around again and we pin in place. Head this time comes very slowly to the right. And then we lift that right shoulder. And then we pull over, right shoulder to left knee. Remember to keep that head to the right. It's sometimes easier to visualize and physically twist your body over to the left. Helps with that kind of direction. Breathing, 6 breaths all together. And going through the nose first and then through the mouth. What feels good to you? Do you want those legs straight? Do you get more of a stretch down that side, that lower back? Does it feel good to bend into those legs somehow? Always permission to play and to do what feels good. Once you're on that 6th breath, very slowly coming up. Going for a walk. Well, I really noticed a difference in my temperature with that one. So again, very normal as we're moving pressure and energy around our body to feel a lot warmer, a lot colder. Just know that that is completely normal too. Just taking some breaths. Let me check on our time. Nice. Lovely. Feels good. So just having a little check-in with your body again. What sensations are rising? What areas of your body are you noticing most? Feeling your feet on the ground. Nice. So we're going to do a belly button talk now. So belly button helps open the lower back up, and it also creates a beautiful amount of space for all of our organs here. So it doesn't really matter which hand you use. I'm going to use the right. I'm going to come to the belly button. It's sometimes easier to kind of go palm up, and then I say thumbs up. So I'm twisting round, thumbs up. So once we're here, I want you to press into your belly button, and then we twist the skin, thumbs up. So for me, I am basically coming round to the right. So it's I'm going clockwise. With your left hand, if it's available, I want you to come to the same point, but on the back, and twist it the other way. This can be a little bit tricky. You can even use your hands like this, rather than like that. It can be a little bit easier on the back. I just want you to twist it the other way. Just get a nice counter rotation. Then I want you to close your eyes down if you feel comfortable and safe to do so, and you can keep your balance. We're going to breathe 3 in through the nose, 3 in through the mouth. I want you to really just micro movements, lean into anything that feels good. So in through the nose, out through the mouth, in through the nose, out through the mouth. One more in through the nose. Out through the mouth. Now in through the mouth. Out through the mouth. In through the mouth. Out through the mouth. One more in. And out. Really nice. And unwind. Go for a little walk. So sometimes belly button's really subtle. Sometimes it's really not. So it's a really nice unwinding, creating space, reducing pressure around the organs. In the organ reset, it's sometimes nice to add affirmations around forgiveness of ourselves, of our parents. It's a very emotionally loaded area. Maybe you have some emotions come up today. Beautiful. Next, we're going to do the psoas release. So this is a really great way, again, to open up space in the lower back. Again, reduce compression around the organs, the intestines. We're going to take both of our hands. We're going to bring it to the inside of the right hip. And we're basically going to pull up on the skin and pin in place. If this... So we pull up, we pin in place. If you feel like a burny sensation, just know that all is well. It's actually the fascia coming apart, all is well. And you have two options. You can either step forward with the left foot, or you can step back with the right. I personally like to step back with the right because I find that I get more increased tension. And then once you're here, I want you to lean your body back, which should increase that tension. I like to bring my head slightly to the left, body a little bit round to the right, so we get that counter rotation. We're going to breathe 6 breaths in through the mouth, out through the mouth. So in through the mouth, out through the mouth, in through the mouth, out through the mouth, in and out. Do you want to be still? Maybe you play with that center of gravity. Where does your body want to go if we were to lean into tension? One more breath. Beautiful. And then unwind, go for a walk. Notice your right to your left, take some breaths. All of a sudden I feel really sick, which again is a very normal sensation when we're releasing the fascia. If you have sensations that are more difficult, come up, breathe into them. I like to connect a hand to wherever I'm feeling the sensation. Breathe and it will go very, very quickly. Nice. So notice how you feel different, if at all. Ooh, right to left. It's nice. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So we come both hands to the inside of the left hip. We pull up on the skin. We pin in place. Whatever you can do to get a better grip. And then you can either step forward with the right or step back with the left with me. We bring the center of gravity back. So we lean back. I'm going to bring my head slightly to the right. Body's going to come a little bit to the left. 6 breaths in through the mouth, out through the mouth. Can you focus on your hands? The sensation of your body pulling up that skin. Or is your awareness drawn somewhere else? It's 2 more for me. Follow your body. Once you've got to your 6 breaths, unwinding, going for a walk again. Taking some breaths. Ooh, that one felt really good for me today. I can feel all of the energy kind of like coming up. and round. Okay, beautiful. So, what have we got? Okay, so last couple of minutes, we're actually going to come to the ground. So, if you want to join me, we're just going to do a quick knee release and then we'll do a head-heart coherence to end. Hopefully you can see me. So, it's sometimes easier, if you've got a chair, it might be easier to do it on a chair. You can do it on the floor as well though. So basically, if it's available to you, you're gonna have your knees in front of you. You know, feet don't need to be flat on the ground. If you have got a chair, it's going to be a little bit easier for you. Yes, exactly. If you can get that kind of 90-degree angle. We are gonna basically pop our hands, fingers down on our knees. And so thumbs are on the inside. And we're basically going to twist the skin. So it is, it's counterclockwise. So it's like this. So thumbs are going out and we're going to hold in place. Sometimes this can be a little bit tricky. You can use a tea towel. So thumbs are down. We connect with the knees. We twist counterclockwise. Sometimes it's easier to bring your body down, to twist, get your grip, and then bring your body back. So we're going to hold it here for a minute. And I want you to, if you can, close your eyes down. This can be really subtle at first. And I just want you to hold it here. Breathe. What you'll actually start to notice, if not today, definitely when you've done this a few times, is everything kind of starts to unwind. So when we twist the knees and hold it in this way, you can do this for up to 3 minutes, or you can do it for as long as you want. Everything starts to unwind up into the lower back. It's normal to feel stuff in the feet. The first 10 times I did this, I felt absolutely nothing, which there is no wrongness in that either. The key is we want to pin this part of our body in place and then allow the body to reorganize around this pin. Can you relax your legs, your feet? If your feet are connected to the ground, can you feel that pressure? So let's go 20 more seconds. A few more breaths, just breathing in any way that feels most supportive for you. If you're wondering about the breath, when we breathe in through the nose, we tend to drive the pressure into the head more. When we breathe in through the mouth, we tend to drive the pressure more down into the pelvis. So you can really adapt your breath with this practice to what feels most right for you and your body. Ooh, that feels nice. A few more seconds. Nice. And wherever you are, when you're ready. Ooh, I kind of don't want to let go of this today. I just want you to get up and have a walk around. So I'm just going to stay here just for the camera. But have a little walk around, and when you're ready, come and join me back on the floor or wherever you are, back on the chair. And we're just going to take 3 breaths together to end our practice. This is called head-heart coherence. So we're going to put one hand on our heart, one hand on our head. And we're basically, as we breathe, we're going to imagine as we breathe in, the energy is coming up the central line, out the top of the head. And as we breathe out, it's coming back round. And this, for me, symbolically, is reminding me the heart can lead. The mind and heart have beautiful roles in our lives. But I like to, as much as I can, be led by my heart with the mind supporting. So just feeling those hands connected to your body. I'm going to breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. I'm going to hold at the top and I'm going to really elongate that out breath. Maybe you want to sigh. So I'm going to go in, hold at the top, and all the way out. in. When you're ready, all the way out. In. When you're ready, all the way out. And I like to bring both of my hands to heart center, just to close out. Just feeling your hands connected to your body. Maybe you feel your heart beating. Maybe it has a message for you today. I just want you to imagine sending every single cell in your body gratitude for showing up for yourself in such a courageous way today. It is such a beautiful, powerful thing to choose to move, to breathe, to release the fascia, and to do that in community. So I'm so grateful that you chose to spend your time with me today. And if you have any thoughts or questions, reflections, yeah, feel free to comment or let me know. But thank you so much. Oh, feels so good.